Hello, welcome back to Keith R. Reese's Books. I am Keith R. Reese, and this is episode 9 of my video podcast. And this week we're talking about the first book that I ever put together back in 2007, which was a gift to my parents on their 50th wedding anniversary. They were married in 1957. In 2007, I wanted to give them a gift of a collection of my writings, and up until then, for 12 years, I had been writing poetry, as I mentioned in my previous podcast. And the book is called Quill and Ink, and this is a copy of the original book that was made by a villainous company named Publish America, and about all I got out of them was this book, so that was a good thing. I actually got a book put together, and hopefully that company doesn't exist anymore. It was a vanity publisher that should have never been, but dashed a lot of hopeful authors' dreams back in the day. But I did get this book out of them. This is the original cover, and I got my $1, I guess, that they paid me for the book, and 7 years that it would be in print, and that came and went. And so it was out of print for several years until this year I decided to reissue this book as a second printing, a second edition. And so I changed the cover and reissued it on my own as a self-published book. And this is the new cover, courtesy of my own living room where I staged this photograph. And it has a new life now, and I am selling it at book festivals and fairs whenever I go in person, and it's already sold a few copies, so poetry still does sell, and I'd like to introduce it here so we can get more coverage for it online as well. Quill and Ink, the poetry ranges from all over. It's unlike the last collection, the second collection that I spoke about, The Hana Sun Does Shine. It's not just about travel, but it's mainly romance poetry, coming of age, personal thoughts and feelings, just a whole range of spectrum of ideas, some adventure, but it's mainly just poetry to soothe the soul and help you get to sleep at night. If you're having insomnia problems, you can pick up a book of poetry like this, and you'll probably be asleep in no time. But Quill and Ink is the name of the book, and it's my first collection of poetry and also my first book that I ever had made. And it has a lot of love into it, a lot of passion, and a lot of work that went into this. Here's the back of the cover. That's a recent picture. I can show you the picture from 2007. It's quite different on the back, and this copy right here belongs to my daughter Isabella, and it's the only known hardcover copy of this book. I had it made especially for her when she was born in 2009, so this is the only cover copy of it. The rest of them are paperback. So Quill and Ink is available online on Amazon.com as a paperback if you'd like one like this. And it's also available as an ebook on many different sites like Lulu, Smashwords. I haven't mentioned Smashwords yet, but all of my books except for One Night in Bangkok are currently available. And Smashwords is a really good place to find it if you have an account, and all the prices are listed there. And I think this one is listed at $3.99, possibly $2.99. I never remember my prices, but I think the paperback is at $11.99, if not maybe $1 more. I forget, but they're all very affordable and very reasonable to buy, and really good reading. And I hope you enjoyed it. It's a 12-year collection of poetry from 2007 called Quill and Ink, and I hope you enjoy it and go get you a copy. So until then, next time we'll be going into more in-depth analysis on part 1 of my trilogy, the One Night trilogy, Part 1 is called One Night in Bangkok, which I introduced here already, but we're going to talk about a little bit more in depth and try to gin up some more interest in that book. Because it needs to be made in a movie, and the whole trilogy should be movies, one after the other. One per year. Anyway, I'm Keith R. Rees, and thanks for watching. And until next time, thank you and good night.